All right. Well, it is 8 o'clock here in the Pacific Northwest, and we just want to welcome you to Ask Doc Live. My name is Rebecca Kozak. I will be your host for the next 2 hours, and I am honored to have my co-host, John T. McCullough, who's taking care of everything in the background. Technically, he's the one who actually gets our replays up on AskDocLive.com, where you can go and check out and replay any of our past episodes that we have had since we started this July of 2020. And I have a beautiful Nasima Omar, one of my good friends here to help as well in making sure that people are let into the room and answering questions and putting up information in the chat. So if you are on live with us, you can hit that chat button and see all of the valuable information that Nasima is posting for you as well. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows that this program is sponsored by AskDocLive.com. Any of the information that is shared here today, you can find on AskDocLive.com. When it comes to any of the products, all of the products that Dr. Wallach recommends are there. Also, his most popular publications, his books and such, you can find in the store at AskDocLive.com. And of course, all the products. I also want you to know that the content of this program is to provide nutritional education information only. This program is not meant to take the place of a primary care physician. The FDA does require us to let you know that our products are not meant to treat, prevent, diagnose, or cure any diseases, and any testimonials that are shared are actually true life stories using Dr. Wallach's protocols. So as an individual, we are empowered. We do have options available, and we can make the choice to take those options into our hands and look at food as medicine and using supplementation as an alternative to some of the harmful chemicals that are out there. I am so honored to be able to host this show every week and bring the amazing, the co-founder of Epigenetics here with us to you. And yeah, that didn't make any sense. But anyways, it is my honor to welcome and introduce you Dr. Joel Wallach. Dr. Wallach, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule, because I know it's very busy, even not traveling, to be here with us today.
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. And it's really a great honor and opportunity to share with your audience and the world. There's so many people in need health-wise. And I just want to start out with the newest figures, if I may. Dr. Anthony Fauci has failed us terribly. A year and a half ago, when all this started, he said, this pandemic is a nothing. The flu is 10 times worse. And just wash your hands and wear a mask and distance 6 feet and everything will be fine. Well, here we are a year and a half later. What have we gotten for that? He only gave us about 2 or 3% of the information we needed to do well. He only gave us 2 or 3% of the information we needed to do well. And here's what we got as of just a few moments ago. This is for America only, Rebecca. This is for the USA only. 26,539,557 infections.
That's a lot, Dr. Wallach.
Yes. And then, of course, I'm hearing typing or books flashing around or something. Okay. And then deaths in America only are 456,547. We're 25%. America is 25% of the world's infections and deaths. That's what we got for washing our hands, wearing a mask, and distancing. And of course, Fauci's been yelling about vaccinations, vaccinations, vaccinations. And so what have we gotten? About a month ago now, Merck pulled their 2 vaccines, which were supposed to come out. Merck is the biggest pharmaceutical company, and it was supposed to be the greatest thing on earth. They had 2 vaccinations. You could, come from either one, would be great. And at the last moment, the day and the hour they were supposed to come out and introduce it to the public, they said, we're pulling the vaccines. They don't hurt anybody. but they give inadequate defense response. So they pulled it. Then 2 weeks later, Johnson & Johnson comes out and says, we are wonderful. We're wonderful. We're still going to get our vaccinations out. Our vaccination, this is Johnson & Johnson, another great pharmaceutical company, depending on where you're at in the world, are 60 to 66% effective.
That's not very effective.
That's not very effective. And in some parts of the United States, it's 72% effective. Well, I said, there's got to be a reason for that, okay? And sure enough, I found out that 100% of the people they used in their studies and their investigations was over age 65. Everybody was over age 65, 100%. That's why they had such a low response. Then comes Moderna. They said, we have 94% effectiveness. Boy, well, first of all, 79% of their study population was white, when most of the people who are getting killed by the virus are Black, Latino, and Native Americans. So they kind of skewed it that way by putting almost 80% white people in. The second skew is they only had 25% of the total investigative population over age 65. Well, 35% of the American population is over age 65. So they skewed their data 2 ways. Number one, they were 10% short on the age group aging. And then, of course, on the racial thing, they really went way over the top, tilting it to something that's going to give them 94%. Then comes Pfizer. Pfizer came out about a week ago and they said, hey, we're at 95%. Well, they only have 21% over age 65, but 81% are still white. Okay, so they kind of stacked it both ways because they have such a low average age, and a high white population. And so you have to kind of take all their numbers with 10,000 grains of salt. Okay, now I'm 82 years old now. I've been taking the 90 essential nutrients twice a day for 73 years. I've been gluten-free for 73 years, and I don't have any pre-existing conditions. Remember, I'm 82. I don't have any diabetes or high blood pressure, arthritis. I don't have any ringing in my ears or Alzheimer's disease. I only lost one tooth, and that was in a fight. All my teeth are my own. I don't have any kidney disease. I'm not on kidney dialysis. I don't have any liver disease, although I do have a glass of wine every night. That's good. I don't have any liver disease. I don't have any lung disease. I don't have any of the things that, skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, or lupus. I don't have any bone marrow problems. I don't have any irritable bowel syndrome, or I don't have any things like ulcerative colitis and diverticulitis. I don't have any of that stuff, which doctors say, oh, you have an autoimmune this, you have this genetic thing. Well, my thesis, when I did my 20,000 autopsies between 1967 and 1977 for NIH, it was a $25 million grant. That's a lot of money for a 26-year-old guy. Only had one publication before that. And was with Washington University at the Center for the Biology of Natural Systems. And I proved that there were no genetically transmitted diseases. There are no genetically transmitted birth defects. They're all nutritional deficiencies. And so that's one of the reasons why I share the title of father of the science of epigenetics with Bruce Lipton. Okay, he comes at it from a totally different direction than I do, but we both understood that genetics were not the issue here. Okay, everything is preventable. I've even reversed very famous people that have had Down syndrome, as an embryo. Okay, we're talking about Lauren Knievel, who's the niece-in-law of Evel Knievel. And they called me, she was 2.5 months pregnant with a baby boy who had severe Down syndrome. And so I was able to change her diet, get her on the 90 essential nutrients, and Noah Knievel was born perfectly normal. I have great pictures of him in his military uniform. And so it's a beautiful story. And so all these diseases and autoimmune diseases, I can either reverse or prevent. Now, some of them, like cleft palate, when the baby's born with a cleft palate, you can't give them nutrition and reverse it. You have to do surgery. But if all girls, take all 90 essential nutrients for at least 6 months to a year prior to conceiving and they're off of gluten so they can maximize absorption, there will never be another baby born with a birth defect unless they get the measles or something like, an infectious disease. But as far as all the ones that are said to be genetic, that's a no-no. That's not going to happen. Now, myself, my diet is I eat 3 soft-boiled eggs for breakfast every morning. Okay, I want the cholesterol because it makes up 75% of the brain weight and 95% of testosterone. And I had a slice of smoked Alaskan salmon about the size, not as thick, but on a flat surface about the size of a slice of bread. And then I also had 3 ice cream scoops full of wild rice. I had 2 4-ounce servings of a gluten-free yogurt. And I had some herbal tea, no caffeine herbal tea. And I had all my supplements. I had, my quart bottle of Icelandic water from Youngevity with all the stuff from the healthy brain and heart pack in there. And then I had 90 pills, tablets, and capsules. And I'll repeat all that again at dinner time tonight. And I'm going to have a big steak or lamb chops. We're yelling about lamb chops. We may have lamb chops tonight, along with the rice and the eggs and the sweet potatoes and a salad or sliced tomatoes or something. And I've been doing this every day for 73 years. Okay. Yeah. That's how I've been eating. Now, no matter where I go around the world, everybody knows that's my diet. So we have to go to places that I can get what I eat. I have not eaten any fried foods in 73 years. I don't eat anything burnt. If we're going to grill something, it's grilled medium rare. I do put foil on the grill so that the fire can't burn the fat in the meat. Okay. You got to stay away from the burnt fat because it will cause a cancer and cause plaque in your arteries. It's not cholesterol because it's plaque in your arteries. Why do doctors go crazy over cholesterol? Well, that's because they get paid by the company to make statin drugs to lower your cholesterol. Okay. They get a little paycheck, okay, based on volume they create from these companies that make statin drugs to lower your cholesterol. Well, Alzheimer's disease did not exist before statin drugs came along. Now, there were dementias. Dementias are mentioned in the Bible, but there's 12 different dementias. Alzheimer's disease is a very specific deficiency of myelin, which is the white material in your brain, right? Mm-hmm. The myelin in your brain. And like so it
sheath that covers and protects the brain?
Well, it covers all the nerve cells and all the axons, all the nerve stems. And it's 75% cholesterol. So when they came out with lowering your cholesterol and getting statin drugs, suddenly now we had another addition to the list of 12 different dementias. So when people come to me and say, I have a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease, I'm on statin drugs and blah, 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 I'll take them off of statin drugs. I get them on a diet like I eat. I get them on the 90 essential nutrients. And then I make sure that they eat a minimum of 6 eggs a day with soft yolks, 3 at breakfast and 3 at dinner time. And 99% of the time, their quote, Alzheimer's disease, unquote, goes away. Because it's not a genetic thing. It's not a thing of aging. It's a nutritional deficiency, as are all the other dementias. Senile dementia, well, what were they eating when they were young? How are they cooking? Were they taking vitamins and minerals? No. And that's why they got senile dementia.
So, Dr. Wallach, I have a question because you shared with us what you have for breakfast and you take your vitamins. Now, a lot of times people ask me, well, can I take my vitamins on an empty stomach, or what's the best way to take my vitamins?
Well, it's the best way to take them is with a meal for a variety of reasons, because if you're going to take as many supplements as I take, you don't want all those pills and tablets and capsules rattling around on an empty stomach. You won't feel good and say, I'm not going to do that again. So you want to take it with food, but also when you're eating food, all your digestive things are working, all your absorption things are working. So that's going to enhance the benefit you're going to get from the supplements because you're going to absorb them and digest them like you do food. And so that's why you want to take them with food.
Thank you so much. I have so many people ask me that question. So now we heard it from the dog.
Okay, now there is one little caveat to that. That is when you're going to work out or you need some energy during the day, we have a great coffee. We have beautiful coffee that's grown, and we feed it our minerals from our Bloomin' Minerals fertilizer in our coffee bean plantations in Nicaragua. But we also have our Rebounder sports drink with 100 nutrients in it, 78 of which are minerals. Okay, you take a Red Bull and let's see, things like Gatorade. They have 2 or 3 nutrients in there and a lot of sugar and caffeine, which are their energy drinks. Okay, but ours is an energy drink, but it has 100 nutrients in there. And so, as opposed to drinking colas and things like that, which are just sugar and caffeine, you won't do well on those. What you want to do is drink our Rebound. I take 2 of those a day. I only weigh 142 pounds, or 12-ounce cans, or they do come in the little stick packs. You can tear the top off and put them in, a quart bottle of our Icelandic water, which we have back now. We were the biggest customer of that company for a long time, and they wanted to raise the prices, so we stopped buying their water. And then they couldn't sell any without us, and so they came back and gave us our price back again. So now we have Icelandic water back again.
It is nice and refreshing. I love it.
It's beautiful. It's some of the most highly mineralized water on earth, and so that's why we love it, because minerals make up 2/3 of the 90 essential nutrients. 60 essential nutrients out of the 90 are minerals. And I learned this as a kid because we're giving all our animals all these minerals and everything, and we're not taking them ourselves. And I had issues, and so I started taking our supplements that we were giving our animals. And 3 days time, I cured myself of autism, which was so bad back then. I was violent. They're going to put me in a nursing home. They're going to put me in a jail. I'm only 9 years old, and the 20 doctors couldn't help me. And 3 days after starting eating vitamins and minerals from animals supplements, I cured myself.
That's fantastic. I mean, you've been a genius since way young.
Well, I'll give the Lord all the credit. Okay,
Yes,
I don't know.
amen.
I don't know why He chose me, but I feel like I'm one of the chosen ones. Thank you.
Yes, you most definitely are, Dr. Wallach. And we are so glad that you've chosen to be with us today with the Ask Doc Live program, where we are able to come together and see you face to face and ask questions in regards to the things that are concerning us with our own health or the health of our loved ones.
Can I
And
throw one? Can I throw one
one
more
more
thing in
thing,
here? Yeah, because we got a few more minutes till the bottom of the hour. I want to prove to people that the Asian diet is much, much better than the European diet. Okay, when you look at the classic European diets from the UK, which is England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales, the UK, United Kingdom, they have 67 million people, and they have 110,000 dead. 110,000 dead, and they have 3.8, almost 3.9, soon to be 4 million infections. Italy, talk about gluten. Okay, spaghetti and bread and everything they eat has gluten in it. They have 90,000 dead, 2.6 million infections. By contrast, let's look at Thailand, which has 67 million people, identical to the population of the UK, and 7 million more than Italy. They have 79 dead, not 79,000, not 7,900, but 79, and 22,000 infections, not 3.89 million, not 2.6 million, but 22,000 infections and 79 dead. What's the difference between Thailand and the UK and Italy? Well, Thailand, being the classic Asian country, just lives on rice and beans and maize, corn. They eat squash and fish and a lot of seaweed, okay, because they're on the coast. And so they eat a lot of seaweed, which they're getting trace minerals from. They're still putting wood ashes in their gardens. They're getting plenty of minerals, so their bone marrow is good. Let's look at another one. Let's look at Florida. That's close to home. Let's look at Florida. And Florida has 22 million people, and Taiwan has 23 million people. So let's compare Florida with Taiwan. Florida has 1.7 million infections and 27,000 dead, almost 28,000 dead. And Taiwan, with 1 million more people, has 9 dead, not 9,000, not 900, but 9 dead and 919 infections. So what's the difference? Well, Taiwan lives on rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash and seaweed. And let's throw Texas in. Oh, I love Texas. 29 million people, And let's compare them with Vietnam with 96 million people. So Vietnam has 3 times the population of Texas. Texas has 2.4 million infections and 37,000 dead. 37,000 dead, okay, from this pandemic virus. And Vietnam, with 3 times the population of Texas, has 154. No, let me back up. I'm in the wrong country here. Let's see, they have 35 dead, not 35,000, not 3,500. They have 1,000% less dead than Texas. Texas has 1,000% more, 1,000 times more dead than Vietnam has, even though they're only 1/3 the population. And Texas has 2.4 million infections, and Vietnam has 1,900. Well, again,
Wow.
Vietnam, being the classic Asian country, lives on rice and sweet potatoes and beans and maize and seaweed, getting all those trace minerals and wood ashes in their gardens. That's a big difference. Okay, we're talking about 35 dead versus 37,000 dead. We're talking about 1,900 infections versus 2,438,000. It's the diet, okay? It is not a genetic thing. And so if everybody were to eat like an Asian, and essentially that's what my family began to do when I was 9 years old, because I realized that I had a gluten issue. 20 doctors couldn't figure it out, but I figured it out when I was 9. So I started eating like the animals are eating. Okay. And I started taking their supplements, but I started eating like the Asians I was gluten-free. No more Quaker oats for breakfast, no more breakfast of champions, no Wheaties, which I was eating, right? And pancakes and waffles and spaghetti. I'm getting like 18 sources of gluten and no vitamins and minerals, and wondering why I'm crazy and having all these skin problems and bowel problems and dying at age 9. Well, I fixed it. And so, and again, as you pointed out, if people were to get the book and the CD set, Hell's Kitchen, it goes into these pandemics, which was a follow-up to a big event that took place 3:00 in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882 on Pearl Street in New York City, in the bluff overlooking the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge. Thomas Edison and Jonathan Leaves pulled the switch in the first commercial electric generating plant. And people say, well, Wallach, I hear that story every time. Well, that is the cause of all our problems, because when we went to electricity, prior to that moment, every human being on earth, whether they're an emperor, a king, whether they were a knight, or they were a peasant farmer or a fisherman, or they were a nomad going through the deserts on a camel, everybody was getting minerals from wood ashes, either mixed in their food or in their gardens, and everybody was getting minerals through wood ashes. Well, once we went to electricity, everybody who used electricity instead of wood for fuel and wood for cooking in their stoves and in their fireplaces and their fire pits, guess what? Everything went south. Okay, because when people would say, well, shouldn't I be taking any vitamins, minerals, doctor, during their exam? I got itchy skin and I'm, a little constipated. Nah, just eat well, you get everything you need. Any doctor who says that should be put in jail for life as a serial killer, spelled Cereal, a
Yes.
serial killer. So now back to you. I think I've covered all points here that are prudent and important here. So if everybody does these things, they say, well, I've collected 6 months worth of oats and wheat and all this kind of stuff because I was afraid the markets were going to go south and I have all this stuff. Well, don't finish it all. Don't eat it for 6 months and then start going the right way. Go the right way now. You'll get a tax deduction if you box up everything and give it to your doctor with love. Just like my favorite 007 movie was To Russia with Love. You want to give all your all your grains to the doctors with love, okay? Because they said, oh, just eat more whole grains. Don't eat animal fat. That's why you're gaining weight, because you're eating animal fat. No fat, no fat, no fat. And then they killed us with grain.
Yep. Yep. I was raised on oatmeal and wheat, the whole cream of wheat, cream of oats.
And how tall are you, Rebecca?
I'm now only 5'7".
Okay. And how much was your weight at your peak weight?
My peak weight was 268 pounds.
Okay. And you're 5'7" now?
5'7".
And how much do you weigh now?
I'm still working on that journey, but I'm down to 170.
Okay, so you've lost 100 pounds?
almost.
Oh, it looks beautiful on you. You're a movie star. God bless you. That's a
Know
beautiful
that part.
story.
Thank you. Yeah. So, you were talking about how you don't have all of these pre-existing conditions, and
Hmm.
it's because you've been, supplementing for more than 70 years. Well, Dr. Wallach, I used to have many of those pre-existing conditions.
Hmm.
I've only been supplementing for almost 5 years now, and I'm completely clear of all of them.
Well, can you name a few of them?
And so I had like fibromyalgia, irritable
Hmm.
bowel syndrome, degenerative bone and disc disease. I had migraines since I was 8 years old.
Woo!
Um, I I had overgrowth of calcium in my under my kneecaps when I was 16. They wanted to scrape it, and
Ugh.
yeah, that just I didn't do it. Um, what else? I had skin issues. I mean, I always had large patches of dry skin.
Eczema.
And,
Hmm.
yep. So there's a lot of things. Metabolic syndrome.
Did you
And
have kind of low blood sugar to where like you would eat a big breakfast and then go sit down and go to sleep, or you have a big dinner and go to sleep later? Or
well, yes, but then I would have a hard time sleeping when I wanted to sleep and a hard time staying asleep. And so the last 5 years, I've slept better than I ever have.
yeah,
I love it.
because all those issues you named are pre-existing conditions. You named about 5 of them or 7 of them. Those are all simple nutritional deficiencies. None of them are due to genetics. None of them are autoimmune. All your doctor would say they're autoimmune, especially the fibromyalgia and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of a cousin to lupus. Even
Right?
lupus is not an autoimmune disease. It's a simple nutritional deficiency. The basic underlying cause, of course, is a gluten issue. That's why you have the rosacea on the face and the skin issues to go along with lupus and the bowel problems. And you get off the gluten, no wheat, no barley, rye, and oats. You eat like an Asian, rice and sweet potatoes and beans and maize and so forth, and vegetables, and take your 90. All your autoimmune diseases go away. All your genetic diseases will go away because they're not genetic and they're not autoimmune.
Well, I remember the very first time I met you, Dr. Wallach, in Phoenix, and I stood up and you told me the rosacea on your face is caused because of gluten. And I said, no, I'm sunburnt. He said, no, you're not. I always thought I was just always sunburnt. And I
But it
took
was
the,
December.
it was in the winter. Yes, it was. Absolutely. Oh, Dr. Wallach, we have several hands up. We have several comments and emails. Let's get started
Okay.
with the first person with her hand up, and that is Corrine. Corrine, go ahead and unmute yourself. You are on live with Dr. Wallach.
Okay, great.
Hi.
Can you hear me now all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. I have several things going on with me, and I would like to know how to take care of them.
Okay.
I was diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy that they said started from my feet, not from my back or spine. So that comes, so my feet and up to about mid-calf are partially numb or
Okay.
tingly.
Okay. Now stop there. Stop there a minute.
Okay,
Have you shrunk any since you were, are you from, where are you from, A? Are you from,
from the location I'm from Utah, originally from Idaho.
okay. Now, do you have any shrinking? Have you shrunk any in height?
Yes, particularly last, I think year and a half, I've dropped about 1.5 inches.
Okay. And do you have any varicose veins in your legs?
I do,
Okay. Do you have any gray hair?
I do.
Okay. They're all caused by the same deficiency. That's how I know where to ask. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. And what is your body weight?
just under 105,
Okay.
and
And
I'm
how tall?
5'4".
But you used to be 5'6" or 5'5.5".
Yeah, right.
Okay. Okay. Anything else going on? Any diabetes, high blood pressure?
I have osteoporosis, I have tinnitus, I have some incontinence. I have a rash that I have had now for several years. It improve somewhat, but it never goes away. It's all over the front, my stomach
Okay, I got
area,
it.
and then
I got it.
back
I got
all
it.
over.
I got it.
Okay.
Do you ever get
Um,
do you ever get sleepy a half hour to an hour after you eat a meal?
yes, but not really badly. I usually sleep quite well at
No,
nighttime.
well, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, do you get drowsy about a half hour to an hour after you eat?
Um, I'm usually busy, so I don't notice it, but yeah, I probably do.
You know, and at dinner time, when you eat and everything, you go sit on the couch, you fall asleep, or
Um, I probably do. I just don't notice it
I
that
don't know
much
because
because
I don't
I'm
notice because I'm
busy.
asleep. Okay, all right. Well,
Mm,
here's your problem. You have a severe gluten issue. Okay, the
okay.
reason the reason you shrunk, you have degenerative disc disease. You don't have enough minerals because you can't absorb them, even if you were supplementing. Okay, so you need to get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, butter, rye, oats, no sugar. And because you weigh 105 pounds, I want you to get one healthy brain and heart pack per month, but I also want you to get another bottle of R-selenium, not Walgreens selenium, but R-selenium, because it has 5 cofactors in there. Okay, one of those cofactors is really seriously missing. That's what gives you the gray hair, the varicose veins, okay, and contributes to the skin issues. Then I also want you to get our MSM, get 1 bottle a month of our MSM. So you can take 3 of those twice a day or 2, 3 times a day for a total of 6 a day. I want you to take 3 of our vitamin D3 capsules twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. I also want you to take our collagen 3 times a day. Personally, I take 5 capsules of the glucogel capsules at breakfast and dinner. And at lunchtime, I take a serving of the collagen peptides, which is collagen from fish, poultry, sheep, and beef. So I take a serving of that at lunchtime. And then for circulation problems, I want you to take our Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. They'll support healthy blood pressure, but also support healthy blood flow through the arteries in the brain, the heart, kidneys, and all that kind of stuff. And then if you would call us every 2 weeks on this program, you know, come back on, because you're going to have such a great testimony. You're going to be an angel. Your story is very typical of so many middle-aged and senior Americans. And none of these things are genetic. None of them are autoimmune. They're all nutritional deficiencies, secondary to not supplementing properly, and also gluten. And so did your doctors tell you that you need to eat more grain, whole grains?
No, they basically tell me take some medications, but no, they aren't into food or anything like that. I haven't found one yet that I need, which I would like to do, that doesn't tell me anything about nutrition. So I would like to get more of that. I do have arthritis. They told me I had bone on bone
Okay, well,
on my
well,
knee, but I got some of that corrected
yeah, well,
by
if you
going
do,
to
well,
ozone shots.
if you did what I told you, they'll all go away 100%. Okay,
Okay,
and I
that take care of
specifically,
cataracts too?
well, it depends. In the earliest of stages, yes. Now, um, are you slowly losing your vision, where you have to have your glasses prescription changed every 6 months or so?
I have lost quite a bit this past year.
Okay, now
Yes,
here's why. You have tinnitus. You said you have ringing in the ears, right?
right.
Do you know what causes that?
My understanding was that there's a pinched nerve or something
That's correct. You
in
have
the neck area.
osteoporosis. No, 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 no.
No?
You have
Okay,
osteoporosis. You said half right, half wrong. You have
okay,
osteoporosis of the skull. So you don't only get osteoporosis of your leg bones, you get osteoporosis of the skull. And so the osteoporosis, your skull goes from a quarter of an inch thick to an inch thick. It used to be called Paget's disease. Now it's called Wallach's disease. And it squeezes the auditory branch of the eighth cranial nerve, causing this tinnitus, ringing in the ears. Do you ever have any vertigo or dizziness?
not really.
Okay. Now, this gradual vision loss to where there's 3 things that doctors will say you're going to lose your vision from. One is glaucoma, pressure in your eye, cataracts. The other one is macular degeneration. Now, they're going to find one of them when you're losing your vision. But most of the time, it's osteoporosis of the skull squeezing the second cranial nerve. You know what the second cranial nerve is?
What?
It's your optic nerve. So as your skull is slowly squeezing that optic nerve, your vision is slowly going away. And they're going to blame it on cataracts and glaucoma and macular degeneration, all that other stuff, when it's really osteoporosis of the skull. So watch what happens. I'm going to tell you a quick story here. Okay.
Okay.
It's Corrine, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Corrine, and for you and everybody who's listening, I said this in a meeting in Salt Lake City, Utah. Gosh, it's got to be 25 years ago or so. This guy jumps up in the back room and said, Wallach, you're a GD liar. I said, well, what do you mean? He says, well, I'm an eye doctor, and you said you could take people who were legally blind 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 years and get them to see again in 3 to 6 months. And there's no way. Okay. I said, well, let's have a little bit of a wager. He says, you're on. I said, give me some people that you have yourself diagnosed as being legally blind 6, 8, 10, 12 years. And I will give them a program. And if I can get them to see 100% and they're legally blind, would you apologize in public, give me a bottle of expensive French wine, take me out to dinner to Ruth Chris's Steakhouse, and stand on the corner, in a big city, which I'll pick, and tell people that you're a liar? He said, you're on. So he gives me, to make a long story short, he gives me 27 people that were his patients, and they were legally blind 6, 8, 10, 12 years. To make a long story, we put them on the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, okay? Put them on the diet, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens. And to make a long story short, in 90 days, 25 of the 27 could read 27, could read 100%, okay? They had all been legally blind. They could read 100%, not legally blind anymore. 2 weeks time, the last two came around 100%. And so he had to pay off everything, okay? And he was freaked out, okay? Because it was just osteoporosis of the skull that was causing these people to be legally blind, not age. And he says it was an age thing. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so I do this all the time. And so now you will be able to share this because you're going to have a great story in 2 weeks and 4 weeks and 6 weeks and 10 weeks. So you keep calling us, okay?
I'll look forward to that.
Okay, well, God bless and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh.
All right, fabulous. So Dr. Wallach, let's go ahead and move right along because we have so many people waiting to
Okay.
speak. So let's go to Sandra with her hand up. Sandra, go ahead and unmute yourself. You are on
Good
live with
morning.
Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Sandra.
Yeah, thank you, Becca. Good morning, Dr. Wallach, and thank you for letting me be part of this meeting.
Okay, where are you from? You have an accent. Where are you from?
El Salvador,
I'm sorry?
El Salvador, Central America.
Oh, Salvador. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And how old are you and what do you weigh?
Pardon me?
Your age?
Oh, 56.
Okay. And body weight?
180.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'4".
Okay. Now, how can I help you today? What's your questions?
I have 3 cases. One is me, and one adult male, and one kid.
Okay.
Now that you started with me, you can see that I had this spasm for 27 years, and I have. They say this is Bell palsy, and
Okay.
it's
Stop.
getting worse
Stop.
and worse.
Stop. I'm missing that. What's going on in your face? Is it rosacea? Is it pink skin?
It's spasm, or I don't know how do you call it in English.
Spasm.
No, but how do you call
Like paralysis and drooping.
yes, facial, but yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's Bell's palsy.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, it's a squeezing of the facial nerve. Okay, the seventh
Yeah.
cranial nerve. Yeah. Okay, Bell's palsy. Okay. And do you color your hair, or is that your natural
Yes,
hair color?
I do.
Okay. So you have Bell's palsy. Do you have any ringing in your ears? Do you have any tinnitus, tone in your ears?
It has, very mild, but sometimes I can hear it. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, if you're deaf, you can't hear it. Okay, so you have Bell's palsy, that's the seventh cranial nerve. Tinnitus is the eighth cranial nerve. Okay. Then, let's see here. Do you have anything else going on? Any high blood pressure, diabetes?
No, no.
Okay, so you're calling in about the Bell's palsy thing, essentially.
Yes.
Okay, well, at 5'4" for a lady, I'd like to see you weigh maybe 130 pounds. You need to lose about 50 pounds. And so I want you to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown rice, no sugar. I want you to live like an Asian, right? And eat rice and sweet potatoes and vegetables and salads and that kind of thing. And then I also want you to take two healthy brain and heart packs per month, 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, the full dose of everything twice a day, 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, the full dose of everything twice a day. I also want you to get extra of our vitamin D3. I want you to take 3 of those twice a day. It'll be 2 bottles a month. I also want you to take and eat 3 eggs twice a day with soft yolks. They can be soft boiled, soft poached, soft scrambled in butter. And just keep kind of track, listen every day, weigh yourself and so forth. But I also want you to have 1 meal a day, one of our keto caramel shakes or a keto caramel meal bar. Start out with 1 meal a day and see if that doesn't help you lose some weight. But I want you to give up all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown rice, oats. Okay?
Okay. Okay, thank you. And what about, okay, no. I'll do that.
Number 2.
Number 2
Yeah,
is a male, 71 years old, 148 pounds, 5.5 height. And on May 7 to 20, he has a surgery on the liver and a colon because he had cancer. And he has chemotherapy. But on last month, January 18, he has a scan and the doctor told him that he will stop the chemotherapy for a new treatment. And he saw in the scan more growing.
Okay, so the liver metastasis cancer went to his lungs or someplace else?
The lung, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. This guy needs some help. So he needs to stay away from all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown rice, no sugar. He needs to live like an Asian and live on rice and sweet potatoes, right? And things like that, seaweed and so on, which we have some great seaweed stuff. Or we have our seaweed products, okay? And I want him to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day, 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, full dose of everything at breakfast and dinner time. I also want him to have let's see here. I want him to have our, help me out here, Rebecca.
So are we looking at Z radical?
Yeah, let's go with Z radical. Okay, and some Fucoid Z. Let's go with Fucoid Z. 3 of those capsules twice a day, or the Z radical, an ounce of that twice a day. I'd go with that. It's got the seaweed in it. Okay, and that's going to help with all the trace minerals and support his immune system and that kind of stuff. I also want him to have our let's see here. I would also go with some more of our antioxidants. All right. Again,
The muscadine grape extract is amazing, Dr. Wallach.
you like the muscadine grapeseed extract?
Yes.
Okay, let's go with the muscadine grapeseed extract. Okay. Go ahead and take 3 servings of that a day for him. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. And I have a kid, 4 years old and 40 pounds, and he has 2 bumps in his feet. I have a picture here. I don't know if you can see it.
No, I only see is a white light.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So you said he had bumps on his face, Sandra?
No, feet.
On feet. Okay.
Yeah. let me see if I can. The thing
Yeah.
is that he cries every day because
Okay,
he
guys,
hurt
stop. Stop. Has he
Okay.
been to a doctor? Has a doctor looked at these things?
Yes, the
What
doctor
did- what-
told him that it's normal and he's gonna have it the whole life. And he cries in the middle of the night. He cries when he walks a lot, and he goes and comes.
Okay, now stop,
those-
stop. Are these things cyst, C-Y-S-T, like a little fluid-filled sac?
I guess so, because he goes away and he comes again.
Okay, okay. All right. And you say he weighs 40 pounds. Yeah, I'd get
Yes.
him, okay, I'd get him on the kids toddy. Okay, and he could take 2 doses a day of the kids toddy. I want him to get the EFAs. He can take our EFAs or EFA pluses. He could take 2 or 3 of those twice a day. Okay. And then he can use our rebound or sports drink. And then topically, on top of these cysts, when they come, he can use our CM cream or our Soothe, okay, from our Hemp FX division. And that will kind of help shrink these cysts, which are full of fluid. It could, you could be getting acne, sort of pre-teenager acne kind of stuff going on, because the doctor doesn't seem to be too concerned about it. And so let's do that, but he's got to stay away from all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat bread. I know he's got to live like an Asian, live on rice and sweet potatoes and beans, okay? Okay, well,
Okay.
thank you. Keep us informed. Call
Thank
us
you.
every couple of weeks. You bet. God bless.
Thank you. God bless you.
All right, thank you, Sandra. Now, Dr. Wallach, next we have Tracy, who wrote in the comments about a male, age 60, 325 pounds, that's 6 feet tall. He has essential tremors disorder, and he's currently taking 3 different over-the-counter and pharmaceuticals for it.
Okay, 6 foot tall, 325 pounds. You said he was 30 something years old?
60 years old.
Oh, 60. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, this guy needs to get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bread, and oats. Needs to get on. We have our original caller still on here. Got to get her off of here because we're talking about a male. And all he sees is female.
Try now.
There you go. Now we're cool. I said, that's not him.
No, sorry about that. We're missing Ruth Ellen.
Okay, yeah, thank you. All right, but at any rate, so he's got to get rid of all the bad stuff, and I need a little bit more information. So when you email him back, we need more information as far as other things going on. Does he have ringing in the ears? Does he have osteoporosis? Does he have skin problems? Does he have high blood pressure? Does he have diabetes? But and he's 6 foot tall. He should be 180 pounds, and so let's see, 180 from 325. He's at least 140 pounds overweight, right? So I'd have him take two of our, two of his meals should be one of our
Keto shakes. Are you thinking our keto shakes?
Yeah, the keto shakes or a keto meal, okay, the bar. So he needs 2 of our keto meals a day. It doesn't have to be the same meals every day, but 2 keto meals a day, either the bar or the shake. Some days you could have both meals of the shake. Some days it could be both meals of the bar. And then I want him, of course, to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bran, oats. And then ideally, he'd be taking 3 healthy brain and heart packs per month, 3 healthy brain and heart packs per month. And let's see here, there'd be a full dose of everything at breakfast, what would be normally lunch, and a full dose at dinner time, okay, of the okay. The brain, the healthy brain and heart pack. He needs that, even though he's only going to be eating 2 meals a day of the keto caramel meals and 1 regular meal. Well, the regular meal is going to just be something like rice and sweet potatoes and eggs or red meat or fish or something like that. And then I want him to call us every 2 weeks, because he should be a very dramatic turnaround here. very dramatic turnaround, because he can lose up to 2-3 pounds a day, half a pound to 2 or 3 pounds a day. And so if that's true, in 3 to 4 to 5 months time, he could be down to where he needs to be. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Wallach. So again, I want to welcome everybody to the Ask Doc Live program, where we are able to meet with Dr. Wallach in person and live and ask our questions. If you have any questions in regards to any of the protocols that Dr. Wallach has mentioned, and you have never spoken to anybody from the Longevity Company about the products, we do have a call line that is open at 855-949-7234. But I know for a fact that most of you were invited to this program by somebody who cares about you. So get back with them. They're the one that cared enough about you to send you to this program and get information to talk with Dr. Wallach. So they may have a special way of ordering to help you get what you need. We also have a store at AskDocLive.com that has all the products that Dr. Wallach is mentioning today. So Dr. Wallach, before we go on break, let's get to Dan, who has been patiently waiting with his hand up.
Dan.
You are on live with Dr. Wallach, Dan.
Thank you. Hello, Doc. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you and see you.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. It's great to talk to you. I need to let you know that you changed my life for the better. When I turned 50 about 3 years ago, everything was going south, and now everything's going in the right direction. So I appreciate
Well, thank you. Thank you for the testimony. How can we help you today?
But I think I'm dealing with osteoporosis of the skull right now. I have had hearing loss and ringing in my ears for about 2 years now. And I've been on your products, but I don't think I'm as aggressive as I need to be with the amounts.
Okay.
And just recently, I think I got Wallach's vertigo. So boy, I gotta fix this.
Okay.
My diet's pretty decent. I'm like I said, 53 years old, 170 pounds, 5'8". I'm working on being as gluten-free as I possibly can. Pretty good on the foods, the fried foods, that stuff.
Well, the fact is you're getting some benefits, says you're going the right direction.
Yes.
But when people say I'm pretty good about being gluten-free, that's kind of like saying, well, when I shoot myself in the head, I only use a 22. I don't do a 45.
Yep, you're right.
Okay.
Need to do much better at that.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. And you say weigh
170. 53 years old now. I take Tangy Tangerine. I take one scoop, about 4 glucogels.
Now, do you do this twice a day or
one
once a day?
D3, one EFA, and I just started the Osteo FX. But
now you're doing it twice a day, or you need to do it twice a day?
Much smaller quantities than I should be.
You should be doing that twice a day, not once a day. Should be doing it twice a day, not once a day. Okay. And then, because of the osteoporosis in the skull, I want you to take 3 of our vitamin D3 capsules 3 times a day. That'll be, I don't care where you live. Most people, if it's a sunny place, they sit in the shade, okay, or put some sunblocker on. And so you need to be taking 3 of our vitamin D3 3 times a day. I want you to take our Osteo, okay, whether it's the liquid or the capsules. Take 3 servings a day of the Osteo, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so that you can rebuild your skull. Okay. Yes. The skull repairs itself very quickly, given all the right raw materials. And then again, I want you to, and don't cherry pick, okay, to 180, 170 pounds, 180 pounds, I want you to take 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart packs per month, 2 full Healthy Brain and Heart packs per month. Don't cherry pick. Okay. And then I want you to get the extra vitamin D3, so you can take 3 of those 3 times a day as well, until all the ringing in your ears goes away and the dizziness goes away.
Yes.
Okay. And then I also want you to take our de-stress capsules. Go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day. It's 2 bottles a month. And let's see here. Let's go with that. Okay.
All right, fantastic. So Dan, if you need to catch any of those things again, you can go ahead and go to AskDocLive.com at the end of the day or tomorrow and get a replay of this program. So, Dr. Wallach, we have an email that came in, and I think we have enough time to cover this.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, we got enough time.
Yeah, so Kathy is writing in, her husband Manny is 68 years old. He's only 130 pounds at 5'8". He had a bone marrow transplant more than 30 years ago, and he's been experiencing side effects from the chemo and radiation for 2 years. He had a stroke that left him on a feeding tube, and he also has diabetes. He's been in the hospital, high risk to aspirate, and is on a 24-hour feeding tube. She doesn't think he wants to live like this, but she's wanting to know what they can give him that's going to be more healthy
Okay.
than what I'm sure he's getting.
Well, you have to appreciate that when you have, he's going in, he's got a bone marrow transplant, did she say?
Yeah, so 30 years ago, he had bone marrow transplant.
Well, that's because he had severe osteoporosis, right, of all his bones, and the bone marrow cavities were dead. He couldn't make red blood cells and white blood cells and antibodies and all that kind of stuff and platelets, okay, because he had osteoporosis severe. And this was some years ago. And so he didn't switch to the good side. And so he's had, several strokes, and he's had, let's see here.
The diabetes.
Oh, diabetes. Okay, yeah.
I missed the fact that just this past December, he had really bad acid reflux, which caused aspirations that put him in the hospital.
Okay. Oh, the aspiration pneumonia. Okay. Well, here we go. I'm looking at my paperwork here, and 130 pounds. So I want him to get rid of all the bad foods: no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, barley, rye, oats, no sugar. And then at 130 pounds, I want him to have one healthy brain and heart pack per month. Get another bottle of R-selenium, not selenium from Walgreens, but R-selenium because it has the 5 cofactors in there. I want him to take 3 of those twice a day. I want him to have 2 extra servings of our glucogel. He can take 3 of those, 3 or 4 of those 3 times a day, the capsules. That'll be 2 bottles a month. And then I also want him to have, let's see here, he needs, because of the diabetes, I want him to take our sweeties. He can take 3 twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And he can go ahead, don't cold turkey off his medication if he's on medication for the diabetes. But he should, test his blood sugar every day. And as his blood sugar begins to come down, he can slowly reduce his medication based on the actual numbers. And then he has strokes and stuff like that because his bone marrow is dead and couldn't make platelets. All right. But the bone marrow will come back if he gets rid of all the bad foods, the fried foods, the processed meats, the oils, the glutens, the wheat, butter, rye, oats, and sugar. And so he can absorb all these nutrients. And I think that will cover everything. So let's start there.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Now, I was hoping she would be on because, she is. So there's a woman that I've been working with, Dr. Wallach, who had a massive stroke just late last year. I believe it was about October. And the doctors told her, because the massive stroke, the type of stroke that it was, she had bleeding on the brain, said you should not be alive. She had been on your products, Dr. Wallach, for a few months before the stroke hit. And she has absolutely no paralysis, nothing wrong that affected her speech. She has no limitations. She is still suffering from headaches, though, and that's something that I wanted to get some recommendations from you about.
Okay, well, let's do this one, then take a break. But okay, do you know how much she weighs, how old she is?
Yeah, she is 72 years old. She's 210 pounds at 5'6", I believe it is.
Okay, did she say any other issues she's concerned about other than the stroke? Does she have any diabetes or high blood pressure or arthritis or kidney failure?
So she's had blood pressure issues. She's lost some teeth that she's very concerned about also.
Well, when you lose teeth, that's because of osteoporosis of the skull and the face and the jaw, right? And let's see here, at 5 foot tall, you say 5 foot tall?
5'6".
5'6". Okay, 5'6" for a lady. I'd like to see her weigh maybe 140 pounds. Okay, and so she's about 70 pounds overweight. So we need to work on that. So I want her to get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bran, no sugar. You've heard that before, right? And then I want her to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. I also want her to have the Ultimate Daily Classic tablet. She could take 3 of those twice a day. That'll support healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow through blocked arteries. It won't cause her to hemorrhage any. Okay. And then I also would like her to have our extra, I want her to take extra minerals. I do want her to take something like our, one of our liquid minerals. She could just take the plant minerals, take a tablespoon of that twice a day in some tea or water or something like that. Okay, she could take our Cell Shield RTQ. Cell Shield RTQ. She could take some of that, take 2 servings a day of the Cell Shield RTQ. And because I want to, rebuild the walls of the arteries, okay, and the veins. And let's go with all that. That's a lot for her to start with, and have her call us every week and let us know, because even at her age, at 72, her hair color can come back and she can look 30, 40, 50 years younger. And then, of course, for the weight loss stuff, I want her to, 1 meal a day, she could have one of our keto meals. And start out with 1 meal a day, our keto meal, not 2, but start out with 1, either the bar or the shake. Okay.
All right, sounds good. Well, we are at the top of the hour. We are going to take about a 5-minute break. Everybody stand up, stretch, and get that blood flowing. We will be right back with you at Ask Doc Live. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us while we are taking a quick little break. Dr. Wallach will be right back with us, but I wanted to remind all of you to get with the person who invited you to this program. If you are here because of an email that you received inviting you, you can go ahead and reply to that email as well. We do have a team of certified holistic health coaches standing by to assist you. You can also, if you have never ordered product before, you can, and even if you have, you can go to AskDocLive.com. Just use your username that you selected the first time you put your order in and the password you selected. You can order from our store there at AskDocLive.com. Or for those of you who are brand new, we do have a call team that's standing by at 855-949-7234. Now, for those of you who have ordered and would like to order again, you can go to the AskDocLive.com if you know your number, or you can call our corporate office, and that's the Longevity corporate office at 800-982-3189. And we have a whole team of associates that are there ready to be of great customer service to you. So again, Dr. Wallach didn't mention a whole lot about his books today, but we do have most of his publications at AskDocLive.com. For the ones that you are looking for, if you don't see them there, you can go to Dr. Wallach's website, which is drjwallach.com as well. So I just want to thank everybody again for sticking with us. The Ask Doc Live. We're going to go ahead and ask Dr. Wallach to unmute. And as soon as he is ready, we are going to go ahead and go to somebody with their hand up. So just give me a thumbs up when you're ready, Dr. Wallach.
I think I'm unmuted now.
Yes, you are.
Okay, we're ready to go, dear.
All right, let's go to Cindy, who is waiting with her hand up. Cindy, go ahead and turn your camera on for us. You are on live with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi.
Hi. On May, almost, let's see, 8 months ago, May 28th, I had a hysterectomy. And since my hysterectomy, I've had nothing but complications. one of the things that I'm going through right now is I've been having a lot of vaginal and vulvar burning and itching, mostly the burning. And they've tried everything. Right now they're trying to give me oral estrogen. Topical estrogen, and it burns and it itches, and it's just been painful. And
Okay, well, let's
prior
back
to-
up.
Uh-huh.
Let's back up.
Sure.
How old are you?
I'm 54 now.
Okay, and how much you weigh?
I weigh 164.
Oh, and how tall are you?
I'm 5'1".
Okay. Now, do you have any other issues, any high blood pressure, diabetes?
I don't have diabetes, but they put me on this medication Effexor, and since then my blood pressure is getting higher. So prior to that, no, I didn't have high blood pressure, and I don't take medication because it just started getting high, and my heart rate started getting up. It's been like 120 lately, my heart rate.
Okay, now, have you had any other heart issues, heart rate, tachycardia, which is a rapid heart rate? Do you have anything like atrial fibrillation, irregular heartbeat?
No, they actually, they had me do a Holter monitor, and they said, no, I just have the sinus tachycardia. They said, which is normal for my age, but no, I don't have anything else.
Okay. Do you have any kidney issues?
No, not that I know of, except however that you said that I had severe bladder pain after the hysterectomy also. And they thought I might have had kidney stones, but, or the emergency room doctor, but yeah, it's just been a nightmare.
Okay, stop. Okay. Have you shrunk any in height since you were 25 years old?
No,
Okay. Have you ever had any burning or numbness or itching in your feet?
no,
Any burning, numbness, or itching in your hands?
no,
Okay. How about dental problems? Do you have any implants or dentures, or do you have all your own teeth, or what?
I have my own teeth. I mean, I have fillings, but and caps, but I have my own teeth.
Did you have braces as a kid?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Part of the problem here is you could have osteoporosis. Somebody your age, you could have some osteoporosis, which can cause squeezing of the nerves. Okay. And since the surgery and everything, all things are possible. So what I would do here is this. Number one, you cannot lose by getting rid of the bad foods, right? So you're going to win no matter what you do here. Get rid of the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown, rye, and oats. And then at 164 pounds, I want you to take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. It's a healthy brain and heart pack, 2 full doses of everything twice a day. And then I want you to also have our MSM. When you take our MSM, take 3 of those twice a day. It's 1 bottle a month, or big bottles. Take 3 twice a day. It's going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Because they can hurt your back when they're doing surgery on you for a hysterectomy. Might not have anything to do with you having your uterus removed, but it could be because they threw you around and dropped you on the floor and all that kind of stuff when you're under anesthesia. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It could be another issue here. And so it sounds like you've got something going on. If we knew you had a back thing, we'd say you might have sciatica, where you have things going on from the middle of your back south. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't have any back pain or anything like that.
Well, I didn't say you did. You don't
Mhm,
have to have
mhm.
back pain when you have sciatica. You can have no
Mhm.
back pain, but you can have itching in your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you're squeezing the spinal cord and it's affecting south of that point in your back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where I would go with this. Vitamin D3, take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. I would also take some of our collagen, take 3 doses of collagen a day. You can start out with capsules, get 2 bottles a month of our glucogel capsules, take 5 at breakfast, 5 at dinner time, and get some of our collagen peptides and take a dose of the collagen peptides in the middle of the day. And then if you have any pain or numbness or burning in your back and all that kind of stuff, you can use our CM cream or our Soothe from our Hemp FX division to relieve that discomfort. And then to see if you have kidney stones, that's real easy. They can do an ultrasound no radiation and ultrasound. They can check your bladder and your kidneys and see if you have a kidney stone. So they're guessing, they don't know. Okay, but you need to find out if you still have that discomfort. But it could be just osteoporosis of the back, and then they threw you around when you're under anesthesia and dropped you off the table. And they're not going to say, "Hey, we dropped you off the table, so anything going on, let us know." They're not going to say that to you. Okay.
So that would cause vaginal burning and
Yeah,
itching.
because there's nerves in the back that go south into your
Mhm.
pelvic organs. Okay,
Mhm.
your bladder and the ovaries and the vagina and okay,
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff. Okay,
Mhm.
so let's go there.
Mhm.
And I'm assuming you've gone through menopause since you've had the surgery, right?
They actually didn't remove my ovaries. So that's why they said they didn't want me to go through menopause, because they didn't remove my surgery.
Mhm.
And I don't have hot flashes, but they want me to use this topical estrogen it's just been burning and itching me. I'm having a bad reaction and swelling.
Well, don't take it.
Mhm.
That's
Okay.
easy. Okay. All right. Give us a call every couple of weeks after you start this nutritional program. But
Okay.
as soon as you hang up, get rid of all the bad stuff out of your cabinet and so forth, your cupboard, nothing, no gluten, no wheat, bread, rye, oats, all the bad stuff's got to go. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You bet.
All right. Thank you, Cindy, for getting on with us and sharing. Now, Dr. Wallach, in the comments, we have Karin, and she was on a little bit ago. I was hoping that she would be able to stay on, but she's a female that's 30 years old, 162 pounds, 5'1". She has had, oh, forgive me for this one. It's keratoconus since she was 18. And
Keratoconus with a K.
yeah, so it has to do with the eyes
Mhm.
and K, and says will undergo 2 corneal transplants. I've been told in the last 3 weeks that I have diabetes type 2 with a 6.5 A1C, and I also have a humming in my right ear, and she's 4 months postpartum.
Okay. Well, she has osteoporosis of the skull. Okay. They've given her eye surgery. She still has eye problems, right? She's got type 2 diabetes. She's got tinnitus ringing in the ears. It's all goings on, and she's 30 years old, so that's not unusual. So at 162 pounds, she got to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bread, rye, oats, no sugar. And then at 162 pounds, I want her to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. I want her to get the Vision FX. I want her to have 3 of those twice a day. Vision FX. I want her to get 2 bottles a month of the Sweeties. So she can take 3 of those twice a day. And then I want her to get the MSM. I want her to get 2 bottles of that so she can take 3 with each meal. Okay,
All
and
right.
then again, none of the bad stuff, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bread, rye, oats. She needs to live and eat like an Asian. And then contact us every couple of weeks and let us know how she's going, because the type 2 diabetes can go away very quickly. The ringing in the ears can go away very quickly. The keratoconus in the eyes can go away very quickly because since she is, oh, I'm hearing babies.
That's her. So she is on, and she's taking notes for you.
Okay, and so
I am.
basically what happens is when you have osteoporosis of the skull, it will squeeze that optic nerve, the second cranial nerve, and cause so many of these eye problems that doctors never think about. They never think about osteoporosis of the skull, even in an 80-year-old. So to think in a young woman like yourself, who's 30 years old, for them to think about that. Tell me about your dental thing. Do you have any dental problems? Did you wear braces as a kid? Anything like that?
Karin?
All sound has gone south for me. I can't hear anything.
No. So I know she had little ones in the background.
Okay.
So yeah, as far as dental problems, we don't.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay. I did have braces when I was 25 or 26.
Yeah, well, that's because of the osteoporosis of the skull. Your teeth will be funny. And so, they try to use braces to put them back in place, but they didn't deal with the osteoporosis of the skull, okay, which can cause the vision problems and certainly causes the ringing in the ears even somebody your age. It's not an age thing. It's osteoporosis of the skull. So again, somebody who's 162 pounds, 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month, 1 bottle of the MSM, so you can take 3 of those twice a day. Vitamin D3, 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. The collagen, I want you to take either 5 capsules of the glucogel twice a day or an ounce of the liquid twice a day, glucogel. And don't forget the sweeties, 3 of those twice a day. Don't cold turkey off your medication. And then let's see here. Oh, I would also throw in the collagen, 5 capsules twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month of the glucogel. And then call us every couple of weeks. Let us know how it's going, because if you're doing all the right stuff, avoiding all the bad foods, fried foods, processed meats, oils, and glutens, wheat, brown oats, and sugar, and taking the supplement program, you should see benefit in all of these areas. And at 5'1", I'd like to see you weigh maybe 110 pounds. You need to lose 50 pounds. Wouldn't hurt to get 1 meal a day, or a keto caramel meal. Could be the shake or the bar, 1 meal a day. And then pay attention. Got to stay away from the bad stuff. Wheat, brown oats. That means no pancakes, no waffles, no French toast, no hamburger buns. You need to eat lettuce wraps and that kind of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? No spaghetti.
Yeah.
No noodles. All that stuff's got to go.
Okay. If my jaw has been kind of like crooked my whole life, would that play a part in any of this health problems I'm having?
Well, that's because you have osteoporosis.
Okay.
And your jaw is made out of bone. And when you don't have enough minerals and enough bone, as your muscles pull on things, they get weird shapes and everything like that. It's not the weird shape causing the problem. It's the problem causing the weird shape.
Okay.
Okay.
And then before we go, you said get the Healthy Brain and Body Pack.
Okay, stop. You're going to go to the posting, because I'm not going to repeat myself 3 times. Okay.
I wrote it all. I just wanted to make sure I got the numbers right.
Okay. Well, you can go to the posting.
But I'll go back and look.
Yeah. Go back and look, and it'll tell you exactly what I said. And that way you'll get it exactly right. Okay. And then call us every 2 weeks, because you'll be a great story. There's so many people who are young, middle-aged people like yourself who have things that people say, well, I can't have this. I'm only 30 years old. This is stuff that older people get. Must be genetic. No, it's nutritional deficiencies. And your mama was deficient, so you were born with a lot of this problem. And you can continue to eat the way that she ate and the way she told you to eat and so forth. And so that's why you have these problems. Okay, but it's all reversible.
Okay.
And I am
so after I do all of what you're suggesting,
forever.
Like, should I still?
Forever.
Well, right, but I just want to avoid like corneal transplant if I can.
Well, you
so do
better
I
jump
just
on
see what my results are?
Yeah, let's see how well you comply with my suggestions, and let's see how well you respond and so forth. If you get a 90% improvement, why would you want to have any surgery?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay, so you make that judgment.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you'll make that judgment in about 3 months.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then call us and let us
you.
know. Call us on a regular basis. Don't wait 3 months. Call us every 2 weeks and give us an update.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you,
Okay,
Karin.
thank you.
And I'll let you know that I am so thankful that a lot of those conditions that you are experiencing were not genetic in my case as well. So
yeah, you had them and you got rid of them, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So when you're 30 years old and the neurologist tells you your MRI is 65, 70 years old and very poor health, that was an eye opener, Dr. Wallach.
Yeah, but you did the right thing. You did something about it. You didn't just say, oh, well.
Yeah, even though I didn't know about it for another 15 years. It's not too late, everybody. Well, Dr. Wallach, Joseph is writing in. He had an eye exam this week and was told that he has the formation of cataracts, although very mild and to be expected at somebody his age, which is 78 years old. And he's 6 foot, 6 inches tall. He would like to know what can he take to remove those cataracts or
Did he
prevent.
say how much he weighed?
I believe he's 210 pounds.
Okay,
Not a very, very large 6 foot, 6 incher.
slim.
Yes.
Okay, well, the first thing you have to appreciate that all tissues in the body require nutrition. Okay, so the first thing he has to do is get rid of all the bad stuff so he can maximize absorption. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown rice, no sugar. I guarantee at 78 years old, he's been eating a lot of the bad stuff over the years. Come on, eat your oatmeal for breakfast. It's good for you. Bam, you're dead. Okay. And so a lot of the things that we were told 25, 50, 75, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, certainly, and beyond that were not correct. A full belly and lots of calories, everybody was happy for an hour. But, over long term, eating that way didn't turn out too well. So none of the bad foods. Then I want him at 210 pounds to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, the full dose, everything twice a day. And it wouldn't hurt for him to get another bottle of our selenium so he could take 3 doses of our selenium a day, 3 of our selenium capsules of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That'll require another bottle of selenium. 1 bottle will come with each of the healthy brain and heart packs. I also want him to take a few more antioxidants. I want him to take our Cell Shield RTQ. He can take 3 of those twice a day. He could take, what's your favorite one?
Oh my goodness. I take so many just because I don't want to go backwards, Dr. Wallach.
Well, yeah. Okay. We'll go with the selenium and go with the Cell Shield RTQ. You can go 2 or 3 doses a day. Certainly 3 doses a day on the selenium. It's going to help the eyes, and the selenium will help with the lens health and all that kind of stuff. And then I want him to be drinking for energy our Rebound. He could take 2 of those. He could take 2 of those a day. Okay, if he takes them after 3 o'clock, he can stay up all night watching TV. But so don't take it after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But he could take one when he wakes up in the morning. He can have a cup of our coffee. Okay, and so let's go that direction. Wouldn't hurt to throw in the Occutive. He could take 2 bottles of that a month, so he could take 1 at each meal of our Occutive. That will help the lens be happy and healthy also. And then get back to us every couple of weeks and let us know how his vision's doing, and let us know what's going on with the eye stuff. Okay.
Absolutely. So I was gonna mention that I do take the Occutive, and I also take the Vision FX because of an ocular keratitis that I've had experienced. So yeah, wonderful stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing what a little bit of nutrition can do for every tissue in the body, including the eyes.
That's right. That's right. Well, Dr. Wallach, let's go to another hand that is up. And we have D, and it's just the letter D. And I'm going to ask D to unmute and also turn camera on, please. You are on live. There she is. You are on live with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi.
How are you?
I was going to say, you look like John. You look like Rebecca.
Aw,
Okay, how old are you, dear?
65,
Okay, and how tall are you?
5'3",
Okay, and how much do you weigh?
about 235 or more.
Okay, 5'3", I'd like to see you weigh 130, so we need to lose 100 pounds. What else you got?
Okay.
You got diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis. What do you got?
I had primary hyperparathyroidism. So I had 2 thyroid nodules removed in 2012. I had kidney stones removed in 2019. I had some fibroids removed in 2019. And in July, I had a 75% retinal detachment in one of my eyes. I do have a foramen issue in the base of my skull that's narrowed.
Mm-hmm.
Neurologist told me about that. They're questioning whether or not I've had seizures in the past.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
Do you have any tinnitus or ringing in the ears?
Yes, it comes and
Okay.
goes. Mhm.
Well, the answer is yes. Do you have any vertigo or dizziness?
Yes. Every time I lay down, just about every time I sit up, just about.
Okay, because you're putting pressure on your brain and your spinal cord as it's coming out of the skull, right?
Right.
Any gradual loss of vision or change in your glasses prescription?
Yes. I'm told I have an optic
Oh, and a optic nerve
neuropathy.
atrophy. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got
And
osteoporosis. Go ahead.
and the same eye, the retinal detachment,
Mm-hmm.
and the same eye after retinal reattachment, now a cataract.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still questioning why the optic nerve se-
Well, they're
damage
very
seems to be progressive.
well. That's because they're stupid.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe
Okay.
it.
Now, have you shrunk any since you were 25 years old? Have you shrunk any in height?
Maybe as much as an inch,
Oh,
possibly. Yeah.
okay.
Used to think I
Yeah.
was 5'4".
Okay. Now you're 5'3". Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you got osteoporosis of the skull causing much of your problems. Tinnitus, ringing in the ear, the vertigo, the vision problems. They did the surgery. You still have the vision problems. They're freaking out because they don't understand. Do you have
Right.
any? What about your dental history? Do you have false teeth or dentures or implants or?
On my own, I do have one missing tooth
Mhm.
that had it ended up a root canal, which was the
Mhm.
root canal from hell, and I had it taken out.
Okay, I want to ask you one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything going on south of your waist? For instance, any sciatica, low back stuff, burning numbness in the
Yes.
feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Back pain. I feel like the rusted tin man on top of that.
Okay.
I feel like I had a sacroiliac a couple months back. I was on Motrin and Doan's pills because I was screaming. I woke up in the middle of the night.
So much
Couldn't move.
pain. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, here we go. Yeah, you have osteoporosis of the skull, you have osteoporosis, you have arthritis, you have all this stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
You have thyroid issues.
Yeah.
And of course, if you have kidney stones, that goes along with what you got. And when you
Right.
say fibroids, you're talking about uterine fibroids or you're talking about eye
Correct.
fibroids? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Uterine. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Anything going on with your kidneys?
As far as I know, after the kidney stone removal surgery, I'm pretty sure they're okay, but I'm due for
Okay.
another
So you
ultrasound.
did. Okay. So you did have kidney stones.
I did from the
Okay.
primary hyperparathyroidism and the high
Yeah.
calcium. Mhm.
Yeah, see, yeah, that's because you weren't absorbing calcium, and so your parathyroid glands are screaming. They're getting bigger, and they can't find any in your diet, so they're pulling it out of your bones. That's why all this is
Mhm.
happening. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, here we go. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, barley, rye, oats, and no sugar. You heard that before today.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I want you to take.
I'm trying to move this camera so I can write. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Okay. There.
Okay. Then you need 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. I also want you to have 3 of our Ocean's Gold tablets, 3 Ocean's Gold tablets twice a day for the thyroid gland. Okay.
Okay.
And then I want you to, that'll be 2 bottles a month of the Ocean's Gold. Then I also, for the fibroids, I would like you to take our Xerafem, take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month of our Xerafem, XERA-FEM, FEM. Then I also want you to take our MSM. I want you to take 3 of those with each meal. That'll be 2 bottles a month of our MSM to help rebuild the skull. So get rid of the vertigo and the tinnitus and ringing in the ears, and also take the pressure off the optic nerve.
Mhm.
And let's see. So additionally, because you have thyroid issues and parathyroid issues, I also want you to get rid of cruciferous vegetables. No cabbage,
Ooh.
broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. So you have to give those up. And then call us every 2 weeks. You're going to have a great story because, and just getting off all the bad foods, you're going to lose some weight. At 5'3", I'd like
I
to see you
know.
weigh, yeah, I'd like to see
Bad
you
news.
weigh 120, 130, not 235. So let's do that. And one meal a day, use our keto caramel meal.
Keto?
It could be, yeah, it could be the bar or the shake, so you can alternate, and it doesn't have to be the same meal every day. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Look forward to hearing
I'm
from you, dear.
65. This is my natural hair color.
All right. It's beautiful.
No gray.
Okay. Bye-bye.
God
That's great.
bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. All right, now let's go to Ann, Dr. Wallach. So Ann, go ahead and unmute yourself, turn your camera on. You are on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Ann. You're on the air. Uh-oh.
You mean me? Okay.
Here ya.
Okay, hi. Thank you. Annie Oakley here again. Okay.
Okay.
My question is, why can I have fried, you said soft-boiled eggs only. Can I do
No
fried,
fried eggs.
not in
Mm.
butter, soft-boiled?
You can have them soft boiled. Okay,
mean-
soft boiled. You cannot fry them because you'll cause plaque in your arteries and cause cancer. No frying eggs.
Huh, okay,
What you want to do is instruct your doctor to eat his eggs fried.
okay. Wow, okay, I wondered why. You couldn't just fry them to a soft boil.
No.
Okay, and which book has the osteoporosis information of the skull?
Well, many of them do, but I'd go with the Hell's Kitchen. I'd go with the Rare Earths Been Cures. You could go with Let's Play Doctor.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
And it's all in your head.
It's all in your head.
all
Well, there you
of
go.
them.
All in your
Maybe-
head.
ABC or all the above. Okay, so I had the ICD defibrillator pacemaker. You know, I'm 72. I know I've called you before. I'm
Mhm.
on the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, and I added the MSN. And
Got to get rid of the bad stuff.
I got rid of the bad stuff. And
You can't have it in the house.
oh.
Everybody in your household got to be gluten free, including the dog and the cat and the bird and the fish and roommate and renter and so on.
Okay, what you mentioned about thyroid, I'm taking Levith for thyroid.
Levothyroxine, yeah, levothyroxine, yeah. Yeah, okay, well, no cruciferous vegetables, no cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. And then you want to throw in our Ocean's Gold. You go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day, our Ocean's Gold. And throw that on top of everything else you're taking. Don't replace it with anything, but throw those 2 things on top, and that's going to support the thyroid, the diet changes, and also the Ocean's Gold.
Okay, and wow. Okay, well, I'll do that then,
And call us every couple of weeks. You're going to have a great
Okay.
story.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Have a good day. Okay,
right.
wait. Can you repeat you said the vegetables, no kale, cabbage,
No,
broccoli?
okay, no cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, or kale. Look it
Oh,
up.
okay.
Email Siri. Say, hey, Siri, what are cruciferous vegetables?
Okay,
After I
will
give it to you
do.
3 times, you got a memory problem.
Okay, thank you.
All
Bye.
right. Thank you, Annie. All right, Dr. Wallach, next we have a message coming in. It says 90-year-old female, average size, prone to UTIs. The question is there an alternative to regularly taking antibiotics for this? Beyond the obvious desire to prevent, of course.
Yeah, and of course, a lot of times when people get pain on urination and pain in their pelvis, the doctors say you have a UTI, but really they have a back problem. Okay, and so this is part of the sciatica thing. It's not just your feet that get weird things happening, but it's also all the organs in your pelvis, including testicles and ovaries and uterus and all that kind of stuff, and bladder, prostate. And so, do we know how much she weighs?
Average size. So no, we don't know height or weight.
Okay, well, let's go per 100 pounds of body weight. Let's go per 100 pounds of body weight. She's getting rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, butter, rye, and oats, no sugar. And then I want her to have per 100 pounds of body weight, 1 healthy brain and heart pack per month. If she only weighs 110 or 120, I'd have her get another bottle of our selenium with our cofactors in there, not from Walgreens, but our selenium, and take 3 twice a day. And then she also needs the MSM. I'd have her get 1 bottle a month per 100 pounds of body weight, so she can take 3 twice a day per 100 pounds of body weight. I want her to get Killer Biotic in case she does have an infection. The Killer Biotic, she could take 3 of those twice a day, and that will, give her a high level of support to fight off infectious bugs and things like that. So let's go there.
All right. And again, if you want to hear what Dr. Wallach is mentioning for protocols, go to askdoclive.com and check out the replay of this program. Next, Dr. Wallach, we have Marla. Marla is 69 years old, 5 foot 2 inches, 100 pounds. She is on no prescriptions. She does have leaky gut, SIBO, radical collagen disorganization on her face from several tropical prolonged sun exposures.
Okay, now I missed the one right after leaky gut. It sounded like fibro.
SIBO.
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 I'm not familiar with SIBO.
So it's a digestive issue.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look that one up at SIBO. If it's digestive, it's a gluten thing, okay?
Yes.
So she's 100 pounds. She's got to get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat bran, rye oats. I want her to get a couple of bottles a month of our digestive enzymes, our ultimate enzymes. So you can take a couple of those, say 5 to 10 minutes before each meal, our ultimate enzymes. And then I wanted her, again, she's got to be, and everybody in the household has got to be gluten-free. And the collagen problems, leaky gut syndrome, SIBO, digestive disorders, it's all gluten. And then, of course, she needs 1 healthy brain and heart pack and an extra bottle of selenium per 100 pounds of body weight. And also, her age, 69 years old, I want her to have 3 of our vitamin D3 twice a day. I also want her to have that 1 bottle of the MSM, so she can take 3 of those twice a day. And don't forget the ultimate enzymes, 2 before each meal. That'll be, say, 2-3 bottles a month, depending on which size bottle she gets. And let's go there.
Doc, Nasima here. Sorry, Rebecca, if I may just join in. I asked Google, looked on the internet, and SIBO stands for small intestinal bacterial overgrowth.
Oh, thank you so much, dear. Yeah. And so again, the Killer Biotic will be useful. The ultimate enzymes will be useful. And this could be just kind of a sort of a doctor not really knowing what's going on. She does have a gluten problem. And so she could have all these belly pains and small intestine stuff and maybe alternating diarrhea and constipation, maybe the symptoms of this stuff. But so when doctors start talking about syndromes like that, that means I really don't know what you got, but I'm going to describe it. But thank you so much, dear.
Yes.
You're not only beautiful, you're smart.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. All right. So, Dr. Wallach, the next one is a female. She's 48 years old. She's about 140 pounds. She height is 1.58. I believe that's in meters. Presently has 2 fibroids that are found inside the uterus. And doctor is saying that there is no way to remove except through surgery. Now, Dr. Wallach, what would be your recommendations?
Okay, well, first of all, that translates to I have a son going into college and I need the money for tuition. Okay, 48-year-old woman, no cancer, nothing like that, but she's got fibroids of the uterus. She needs to get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bran, rye oats. I want her to take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, the full dose of everything twice a day. And then I want her to get 2 bottles a month of the Xerafem, 2 bottles a month of Xerafem, okay? So she can take 3 of those twice a day or 3 times a day for a total of 6 a day of the Xerafem, XERA-Fem. I also would like her to eat 3 eggs twice a day with soft yolk, soft boiled, soft poached, soft scrambled in butter, because I want her to make enough estrogen so it quiets down all that stuff going on in her pelvis. And again, that can be totally nutritional deficiencies. Even if she may be supplementing with some one a day or something like that, you're not going to get very much of that if she's eating the bad foods, fried foods, processed meats, oils, and glutens, because when your villi are gone, your immune system's gone, your ability to maintain all tissues in the body, whether it's your uterine lining, your bones, your disc between your vertebrae, your heart, all that kind of stuff. It's all gluten.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Wallach. Now Joe is writing in. He says his 21-year-old daughter has keloids and has taken chemo shots. He wants to know what causes keloids and how can you prevent them?
Okay, now are these keloids in her uterus, or are they in her knees, or?
He does not say.
Okay, all right, and he didn't say how much she weighs or anything. She's just 20 years old.
That's correct.
Okay, well, can't hurt to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown rice, no sugar. She also needs to get on 1 healthy brain and heart pack per 100 pounds of body weight. And then if she only weighs 120 pounds, I would also get her another bottle of our selenium, so she could take a minimum of 3 of our selenium twice a day. It's not only for the selenium, but also the 5 cofactors in there. And then if the keloids are in her lung or her, or her vertebrae or something like that, then we need to get her some more vitamin D3 and things like that. If the keloids are in her uterus, okay, it's like fibroids. It's just a guy from England saying the word instead of somebody from New York. The same sort of deal, right? And so let's just go there and, Joe, email us with more information, but you can't go wrong by starting her off in that direction.
All right. Excellent. So again, I just want to thank everybody for joining us at AskDocLive.com. Please get with the person that shared this program with you if you have any interest in trying out any of the products that Dr. Wallach is mentioning. If you were not invited here by somebody specifically and you would like to try the products as well, we do have a store at AskDocLive.com where you can watch the replay, write down what Dr. Wallach mentions in regards to something similar to your own situation and get that there. Or we have a call team standing by at 855-949-7234. So that is 855-929-radio if you need something quick to remember. Now, Dr. Wallach, Kathy is writing in. Nope, sorry, the next one, JC. So JC is 72 pounds, 61 or 6 foot 1 inch, and 100.
Wait a minute. 62 pounds or 62 kilos?
So he's 172 pounds.
Oh, 172 pounds. Okay.
6 foot 1 inch.
Mm-hmm.
At 62 years old.
Okay, and what's his problem?
He has irregular heartbeats for many years and gets very tired easily, shortness of breath upon climbing stairs, lots of anxiety concerning his condition, to the point that it's not easily to get back to sleep after getting up for even urinating during the night.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, so it says he has 2 benign abnormalities, the PVC or premature vesicular contractions and SVT.
Yeah, he's got AFib. Okay, so what else is going on here?
He tries to avoid stress and do very little exercise. And he's on some pharmaceuticals.
So that's his whole story.
That's the story.
Okay, his name is JC, huh?
JC.
All right. Well, JC needs to straighten up his act. He needs to get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown rice, no sugar. Everybody in his household, dog, cat, bird, fish, spouse, renter, roommate, kids, grandkids, brothers and sisters, everybody's got to be drop dead gluten-free. And then I want him to, at 172 pounds, I want him to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. I also want him to take the, let's see here, Cardio FX. I want him to take the Cardio FX, take 3 of those twice a day. Let's see here. I also want him to take the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, take 3 of those 3 times a day. That'll be 3 bottles a month. That'll support healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow through the blocked arteries. And then I want him to take the MSM. I want him to take MSM. I want him to get 2 bottles a month of MSM so he can take 3 with each meal. And that's going to help him with a disc disease between his disc, okay, and the various vertebrae. And also it's going to relieve a lot of all these various weird symptoms he's got in the brain and the neck and the back. But I also, because he's got an energy issue, I want him to take our Rebound. He can take our Rebound. He can, okay, at his body weight, he can go ahead and take 2 of those a day. He can drink 3 a day if he wants. They're 12-ounce cans. We do have them in the little sticks, 30 of these in a box, so you can take them with him someplace. Put that, cut the top of the stick off and pour the powder into a quart of our Icelandic water and drink that, or drink one of these, but not after 3 o'clock because you'll stay up all night. But you can drink 2 or 3 before 3 o'clock. And with all these other nutrients and things, and stay away from the bad foods and maximize absorption, all this stuff could go away because all of these things can be caused by nutritional deficiencies. And even if you're supplementing, if you're eating gluten, you can't absorb them.
And one more thing was added, Dr. Wallach. His urologist is saying that he's got a prostate issue and just wants to watch it for 6 weeks to see if there's any of that C word developing.
Okay, if he has a prostate issue, okay, well, the prostate is going to be helped a little bit with the selenium, okay, but also we do have what we call ProstFX. You go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day, it's 2 bottles a month. We also have what we call Xera Test, XERA-test, TEST. It helps the Sertoli cells in the testicles make more testosterone, okay, which can make the prostate gland happy.
And how many of the Xera test would he take?
I'd have him take 3 twice a day. It's, like it's 3 per 100 pounds of body weight. He weighs 172, so he could take 3 at breakfast and 3 at dinner.
Excellent. All right. And Dr. Wallach, next we have Judy. She's had cataract surgeries on both eyes. She agreed to take a blood pressure med to lower to acceptable visit to levels just for the surgery. And she knows that she has had hypertension for many years. And she's been trying to treat it naturally, but hasn't been super successful. About 3 years ago, she began needing at least 10 hours of sleep each day. She's a night owl, so she sleeps most of the day now. And she wakens 2 to 3 times during that time to urinate. She's concerned about the color of her urine, and that it's become more yellow over the last couple of years.
Okay, how old is she? What does she weigh? How tall is she? All that kind of stuff.
So she is 65, 5'6" tall, and 102 pounds. Very petite.
Okay, well, again, high blood pressure could be kidney issues. It could be artery issues. Then the sleep issues could be reactive hypoglycemia. Let's see, that goes along with the urinating and all that kind of stuff. And the cataracts, maybe she had cataracts and maybe she had ONA, optic nerve atrophy, okay? We don't know if she has ringing in the ears or balance problems, do we?
She does not mention, no.
Okay, all right, well, here we go. None of the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, butter, rye, oats, no sugar. I want her to have 1 healthy brain and heart pack per month. I want her to get an extra bottle of our selenium with the 5 cofactors. So you can take 3 twice a day because 1 bottle of the selenium comes with that healthy brain and heart pack. I want her to have 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. So she could take 3 of those twice a day. That would be the, it could be caused by kidney issues, or it could be, the high blood pressure could be just caused by plaque in the arteries. And then the sleep issue, we do have Sleep FX. You could take some of that a half hour before bedtime. We also have the
Relax.
hemp. Yeah, I was going to say the Hemp FX Relax. She could take a couple of droppers full of that a half hour before bed, and that'll help her sleep through the night. And let's start there. That's a lot to start, but I think she'll do very well. And I think maybe this urinary thing she's complaining about could be a back problem, okay? So let's go there. Let's go that direction, and then have her contact us every couple of weeks and let us know how if she is responding to all this, but she's not going to respond to all this supplement if she stays on her diet. She's got to get rid of the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown, rye oats, and no sugar.
All right, excellent. And now let's go to, this is gonna be our last call today, Dr. Wallach. We have Mike waiting patiently with his hand up. Mike, go ahead, you are unmuted. If you could turn your video on, that would allow Dr. Wallach to see you as well.
Well, next time we'll have the camera hooked up. We got the cameras in the other buildings.
All right, go
Okay.
ahead, we hear you loud and clear.
Okay, the issues is not necessarily issues, questions. I have a lot of your books. Which books contain constipation information, fermented soy sauce, and fermented cabbage?
Okay, you want to go to Let's Play Doctor. Okay, Let's Play Doctor is a good place to start. And you also want to go to Immortality. Okay, the book and the CD, Immortality, and the book and the CD, Let's Play Doctor. And that kind of covers those basic things of having proper bowel movements, proper urinary schedules, and all that kind of stuff. And proper blood pressures and proper urine color and on and on and on. There's various minor things that kind of go wacky when you're not absorbing properly, even if you're eating a good diet. You know, doctors said, oh, don't waste your money on taking vitamins and minerals because you can get everything you need just by eating well. Well, that was oftentimes at least partially true before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882 on Pearl Street, New York City, in the bluff overlooking the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge, when Thomas Edison and Jonathan Leibs pulled the switch on the first commercial electric generating plant in New York City. Okay. Now, after that, within a couple of years, everybody had switched from wood as their fuel and their stoves and fireplaces and heaters and boilers and so forth to electricity. There was no more wood ashes, which were our source of minerals. It didn't matter if you were a king or an emperor or a prince or princess, or if you were somebody who was a peasant farmer or a fisherman, okay, or somebody who just traveled all the time by foot or by camel, okay. It didn't matter which group of people were in. Everybody had equal access to plant minerals because you're putting wood ashes in your food and putting wood ashes in your garden. Well, once we went to electricity, that all changed. And so this is why we have these problems. My people, and any doctor who says, oh, don't waste your money on vitamins, minerals, just eat well, you get everything you need just by eating well, they should be put in jail as a serial killer because they are, you know, people look to their doctor for expert information and doctors give them misinformation. And so even if you kill somebody accidentally in a car accident, you're held accountable for it. So shouldn't a doctor be held accountable when he kills you by giving you misinformation when it comes to you can get everything you need just by eating well? Okay, that is absolutely bad science. We do better. We give baby chickens more vitamins and minerals than your diet will give you. So I hope that helps you out, Mike.
Soy sauce and fermented cabbage.
Well, again, it depends a lot on what's going on here, but soy sauce, if it's really soy sauce, it could be okay. Fermented cabbage can be okay unless you have a thyroid problem, because then you don't want cruciferous vegetables, and cabbage is a cruciferous vegetable. So there's all kinds of little things, and there's where Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, Passport Aromatherapy, and It's All in Your Head. Those 4 books kind of cover a lot of that. And you can go to www.drjwallach.com, and this is for a greater listening audience here, www.drjwallach.com, WALLACH.com. And we have my 15 books, my 100 and plus CDs, and my 50 plus DVDs. And these things should be birthday presents, Christmas presents, wedding presents, newborn baby presents, birthday presents, promotion presents, getting back from being in the military presents. These things will add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life, especially if you follow the instructions and get rid of all the bad foods and take your 90 essential nutrients. You will add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. Many times when you follow a doctor's misinformation, you'll take away 25 to 50 years of your life. And people will say, well, yeah, he had a genetic disease. No, he had a doctor.
Haven't been to a doctor in 24 years, and the only guy I listen to is you.
Well, that's why you're still alive, Mike. Thank you so much. And I look forward to, when you kind of go through some of this stuff, get back to us in a couple of weeks. We'd love to hear from you and, get some more notes from you.
Yeah, as you say, I am 78 and 9 months.
Well, there you go, brother.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mike.
We're gone.
All right, Dr. Wallach, this is an investment into our health, and sharing your books with others, that's an investment into their health. And I think, good health, you can't enjoy life without it. So it's
That's correct.
Just give somebody.
Yeah, if you give somebody 25 to 50 healthful years added onto their life, is that a present? That is a present. That is what grandma used to do. And she'd, sit there with you every Tuesday night and have a little meeting and say, don't eat this, eat more of this. Don't forget to put the wood ashes in your garden. You can stir some of the wood ashes into your soup, in your chicken rice soup. Don't eat chicken noodle soup because that's made with gluten, but you can have chicken rice soup. Okay. And so this is not difficult. And grandma, just from observations over years, she knew when people ate this way, they didn't do well. When people ate that way, they did well. And so grandma was the sort of key person into the health and longevity of the family. And so once we got electricity took grandma's place, and that's when everything began to tank and go bad.
That's right. And another thing that's a gift, Dr. Wallach, is being able to share your crusade with other people. That is something that I myself, and I know Nasima, we are honored to be able to be on this crusade with you and be part of the longevity family as we're sharing our stories and the products that you were very instrumental in creating through a longevity distributorship. And
yeah, well, thank you so much. You and of course, Nasima and Ruth Ellen and all the other clan and crew there and John T. All of you are angels of God because you're doing God's work by passing on his message. I mean, think about it. Even Jesus picked 12 helpers. So to think we can do things by ourselves.
That's right. That's right. So that's fantastic. So something else, that everybody that's watching this video is on live with us can think about is, what are you doing to help benefit the people around you? And would becoming a distributor be something that would be an interest to you? Because it's not only benefiting yourself and financially, physically, mentally, but it's also helping those around you. So we invite you to ask for information about the business opportunity. Again, you can send a reply to the email that invited you to this program or get with the person who invited you to this program. As part of the AskDocLive.com crew, on behalf of John T. McCollier, our amazing technical guru, and Nasima and Ruth Ellen and Dr. Wallach, I am so thankful and blessed to have you join us every Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific time here at Ask Doc Live.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. We all love you. Thank you, dear.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach. Mwah.
Mwah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.